Welcome back to BSTT. It's Ben here, and today I'm going over, in my opinion, the top player in every NHL position. So let's get right into the video. So we're starting off at the center position, and there's only one pick for this, and it's Connor McDavid. He's at 77 points now in about 58 games. He's insane, by far the best player in the world, fastest player, best best at everything. And I I kind of feel bad for him, to say the least, because he's with Draisaitl, who's also one of the best players, but they can never do it because they don't have the help they need. If Ken Holland got them a goalie, like if he went out for someone like Fleury, they would have been the best team in the league by far. But because they don't have a goalie, they might not even make the playoffs, which is shocking. But my runner-up, I have Austin Matthews. He's first in the league in goals right now. He's an incredible player. He's he's the second best player in the league. It's just, it kind of hurts that when you play that same position as the best player in the league, because you'll never be recognized as best at that position. But he's the second best player in the league. He's a great player, great goal scorer, and he's racking up the points this year. Left wing, Artemi Panarin. This year, Panarin has 59 points so far, which is a good amount, and he's above a point per game, which is what you want from a player making $11 million. But sometimes it's not about the points, but it's about the impact they have on the ice. I'm a Ranger fan, and I watch almost every game. The impact Panarin has on the ice is huge. It's like the game slows down when he's out there, and his moves are incredible. He just goes around players, and he makes the best passes on the ice, and that's why he racks up the assists. And my runner-up is Ovechkin. At the start of the season, people were saying he was going to get the Hart, and at one point he had more points than McDavid, but he just started slowing down, and then he got hurt, and he just hasn't been the same. And that's why he's not the best left wing in the league, and Panarin is. Also, Panarin's a little younger, and he's just, in general, had a better past few seasons. Right wing, Nikita Kucherov. Kucherov, although having all this injury problem the last 2 years and the controversy with the IR situation, he's by far the best right wing in the league. In the 19 games he's played this year, he has 28 points, which is incredible. He's 9 points above a point per game, which is, they're not McDavid numbers, but they're top 10 players in the league number and best right wing. Also, the impact he makes on the ice is incredible. If you've watched their last two cup runs, if he wasn't there, they would have not come close. I don't like that he came back for just the playoffs, but he carried them for both them. And he would have won the Conn Smythe trophy for both them, but it's just Braden Point put up numbers that were so similar that they couldn't give it to one over the other, so they gave it to Vasilevsky and Hedman, because Vasilevsky was playing like Georgie's Vezina in his prime, and Hedman was doing what Bobby Orr was doing back in the day. And my runner-up is Mark Stone. Most people would have someone like Patrick Kane or Mikko Rantanen or David Pastrnak as the runner-up, but I have Stone because of the defensive impact he makes. Not only is he a great offensive scorer, but on the defensive side of the game, it's game over. He's probably the best two-way forward in the league besides Bergeron and O'Reilly, and him playing on a line now with Eichel and I think Pacioretty's the winger is helping boosting his game, and he might, get a cup this year. Or the problem is, I completely forgot he's on IR because they're doing the shady thing. It's kind of ironic I have the two shady people on the same slide. But yeah, because they're both in the same situation. For defense, the best defenseman in the league is Cale Makar. He has 18 goals and 18 goals and wait, hold on. 18 goals. 18 goals and 42 assists for 60 points. He's playing insane this year. He's leading defenseman in scoring. And if he doesn't win the Norris this year, it should go to the runner-up Fox. Like, he's by far the best defenseman in the league. The days of Yossi and Hedman being the best are over. Now it's moved on to the next generation. Also, he kind of gets help. He's one of those players like Fox who, they're both insane with the puck. They could both score, they could pass, they could make moves, they could kill penalties, they could go power play, which is great. And I think the best thing for them is that they have other good players around them. Like, you look at a player like Shabbat, who is one of the top 15 defensemen in the league, but the problem is his only good players are Drake Batherson and Brady Tkachuk, and that's why he doesn't put up numbers like Makar. But Makar's just better than all them, besides Fox, who is my runner-up. I get that I'm kind of a biased Ranger fan, but you could see the impact he makes on the ice if you just tune into like 10 minutes of a game. He plays like 23 minutes a game, and I was joking a few days ago when he got a penalty, and I said it's the longest break he gets all game because he's out like every other shift. He's great with the puck, and without the puck, he's making a defensive impact. He could make hits when he needs to. He could do everything. And that's why he won the Norris last year. Goalie, Igor Shesterkin. I don't know why it says Vasilevsky up there, because he's the runner-up. But Igor Shesterkin is putting up numbers that Carey Price got when he won the Hart in 2014. But he's doing better numbers now. Shesterkin should win the Hart this year. He's putting up a 1.96 goals against average and a 940 save percentage. He is the best goalie in the league by far. He's carried the Rangers to most of the wins, and although we have a bunch of good players like Kreider, Panarin, Fox, and Mika, he's the backbone of the team. You saw earlier in the year when I think he pulled like his hamstring or something like that. I thought our season was over because he was out, and then the few games he missed, we lost like 7-2 to the Avalanche. Then we lost the next few. Then he came back and he started winning immediately. He's one of those players that is going to win the Vezina and the Hart this year because he's insane. But Andrei Vasilevsky is the runner-up. They're both interchangeable for best and runner-up, but I have Shesterkin because of his numbers this year and how good he's playing. Vasilevsky's having a down year for his standards, but his down year is better than some goalies get in their entire career. He's one of the most clutch players in the league. He could carry a team. That's why he won the Conn Smythe, because he's that good. Although he has a great team around him with Stamkos, Point, Kucherov, and a great D with Sergachev, McDonough, Hedman, Bogosian. He's the reason they win. If they didn't have him, they probably would be up there for the cup, but they wouldn't win it because your team is only as strong as your weakest link or your goalie. So those are my picks for the top player at every position and the runner-up. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and have a great day. If you're new here, click the bell to get notified whenever I upload. If you agree with these picks, comment them down below what you agree with. If you don't, comment what you would have had that I didn't. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a nice day.